Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, as we embark on the 77th season of the NASCAR Cup Series, I'm going to do the 25 bold and not so bold predictions for the 2025 season. This covers all three major series, the Craftsman Truck Series, Xfinity, and Cup. Some of these are very bold. Some of these are not really that bold. At the end of the year, we will go ahead and do another video to end the year and kind of revisit these 25 just to kind of see where we were at compared to it. And then we'll also do a playoff prediction and preview and then kind of recap it all at the end of the year as well and preview all the races in between. These are in no particular order, just kind of as they came to mind as I thought about what could happen this year. What, really bold, there's a couple of those. There's one really good one. Now, anybody who's followed me on social media and interacted, there's three drivers I don't like. Well, there's actually a positive thing about one of the drivers. And for those of you who know, you're going to be kind of shocked. But it's not honestly, it's not really that bold of a prediction. It's just kind of the prediction. It's not really bold at all. So, all right, let's get started. 1 through 25. So number 1 on the list, Spire Motorsports makes the Cup Series playoffs with Michael McDowell, Justin Haley, and Carson Hocevar. One of those drivers, I think at least one of those drivers, if not more, will win. They will get their first Cup Series playoff. Cade Honeycutt will become the 9th of the last 14 snowball winners to win a race in the NASCAR Top 3 National Series. Last year, this past December, he won. Last year's winner also went on to win NASCAR this year. So I think Cade Honeycutt will win his first career truck race and become the 9th of 14 latest snowball winners to win in NASCAR. All three 2311 cars make the playoffs. 17 regular season winners. So what does that mean? Somebody wins a race and misses the playoffs. 2 of the 3 RFK cars, Roush Keselowski Fenway Racing, misses the playoffs. The number 60 does not finish inside the top 20 in points. So the 17 and the 6th, they make the playoffs. The 60 does not. He will not be in the top 20 in the points. Shane Van Gisbergen wins at least 2 Cup races. 1 road course / street course, 1 oval. Shane Van Gisbergen wins in both the Cup and Xfinity Series this year. Here's that. If you know who I like and don't like, you'll think this is odd for me, but I think this actually could happen. Kyle Larson will have the best double finish of all time. Right now, Tony Stewart in 2001 finished 6th at Indy, 3rd at the 600. I think Kyle Larson gets a top 5 in Indy and a top 3 at Charlotte. An IndyCar driver attempts the Indy-Charlotte double with that provisional, that world-class driver provisional. I think either Trackhouse or Penske or somebody like that will put together a car for a current IndyCar guy who will be in the Indy 500. He will go to Charlotte and run for the 600 as well. Haas factory team goes winless in Cup and Xfinity. Obviously going from 4-1 in the Cup Series, kind of retooling the Xfinity Series with Sam Mayer and Sheldon Creed. I think they go winless this year. 13 of the 15 charter teams win a Cup race. Both front row trucks win multiple races. So Chandler Smith, Lane Riggs, for Front Row Motorsports in the Truck Series, both drivers win multiple races. 5 Cup drivers get their first career win out of the 12 that are currently in chartered cars. 5 first-time winners in 2025. Ross Chastain gets a victory in all 3 series. The Xfinity Series will have at least 1 race, and I really hope it's Lee Diffie doing it. We have the Connor and Connor show, Connor Zilic and Connor Day, battling for the win. A rookie wins the Xfinity Series championship. It'll be the 4th time in history. The previous 3 drove for Junior Motorsports. 2014 Chase Elliott, 2017 Tyler Reddick, 2018 William Byron. Tyler Reddick wins the in-season tournament. I want to skip this one and come back to it. Connor Zilisch wins his Cup debut at COTA over SVG and AJ Allmendinger. So COTA will come down to the 87, the 88, and the 16. The battle for the win, and it will go to Connor Zilisch. Just like he won his Xfinity debut, he'll win his Cup debut. We'll have a first-time champion in all three series. Ford will win their fourth straight Truck Series championship. A non-chartered team wins a race in 2025. So these open cars that we have, one of the open cars, a non-chartered car, will win a race. Couple things with the schedule as it comes out for next year. Homestead becomes the championship weekend in 2026. The rumor is, and I only put this on there because I've heard this before, I heard this a long time ago, is the reason Homestead came out of the playoffs in 2025 and got in March, I think it is so there's time to do renovations and ahead of the finale for 2026. So the championship weekend will go back to Homestead in 2026. That 2026 schedule for NASCAR Cup Series will have 2 street races on it. One I skipped over. Denny Hamlin gets 6 wins. Makes it 60 all time. He gets at least 17 top 5s, which puts him 10th in top 10 all time. The 60 wins will put him in top 10 all time. He'll get at least 16 top 10s, which will put him in top 10 all time. He wins the 2025 championship and retires. So at Phoenix, Denny Hamlin hosts the trophy. And in that interview, in front of Joe Gibbs and everyone, he says, I'm retiring. This is it. I'm going out as champion. So Denny Hamlin, 6 wins, championship, and he retires. All in the same interview. The last one. 2311 in front row. Win the lawsuit against NASCAR. NASCAR ratifies the charter agreement for all 36 charters. We'll throw one more out there. We have an announcement, 2027, a new manufacturer in NASCAR. Those are the 26 bold, not so bold predictions for the 2025 NASCAR Craftsman Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series. We'll see how many of these actually happen. Now, a few of them are kind of bold. Yeah, Denny Hamlin winning the championship, retiring, that's pretty bold. 2311 in front row, winning the lawsuit, that's on top of there. New manufacturer, I know we've heard that for years. But we'll see. A rookie winning the Xfinity championship, that's not that bold. IndyCar driver in Cup, that's not that bold. Larson top 5 in Indy, that's really not that bold. Shane Van Gisbergen winning in both series, that's pretty bold. Ross Chastain winning in all 3, that's good. Remember, Ross Chastain and Shane Van Gisbergen are going to each run 5 races in the number 9 for Junior Motorsports. So that Trackhouse, Junior Motorsports, I guess almost alliance. So, alright, that is the 25-26 bold and not so bold NASCAR predictions for the 2025 season. As always, thanks for watching Rubber Sports Show. Make sure you check back for each race preview, along with any topics, anything that happens. I know there's been a lot of online stuff about playoffs. Personally, I like the playoffs. I know some people don't, and whatever, you know. I look at it this way. You can have your opinion, that's great. I can discuss all day long with people why I like them, you know, why they're better than without the playoffs. But when people start insulting and name calling, that's kind of when But I will say, if you look at 1992, that's my favorite season to go back to. We had 6 drivers mathematically able to win the title going into Atlanta that year. We had the points leader running 8th, and a lap down car took him out, cost him a championship. It happened. any scenario that anybody can come up with and say, well, this person's is undeserving because of this. I can go back in stats, and you can too. Google's your friend. You can find similar stats, a similar situation from the Winston Cup era as well. So nothing that's happened in NASCAR with the playoffs is new. Just because Alan Kulwicki had 17 top fives or 16 top tens and 92 doesn't make him more deserving than what Joey Logano had in 2024. And anybody that comes at me and says, well, Joey was 16th in points. No, he wasn't. He was top 4 because 4 drivers were for a championship. So looking at the non-playoff, no, that's not relevant. Looking at the Winston Cup points for 2024, that's not relevant either. You have to look at what the drivers are racing for. When the strategy happens, you have to look at that strategy. Strategy is based on the playoffs. So what the non-playoff points look like, that does not matter. There's no argument where that matters. That's just people going, well, I hate it, this is why. And that's not accurate. So, but anyway, as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.